Okay. So we're on the last slide there with Elvis and
No, I'll go to Elvis now.
okay. You love Elvis, don't you?
Oh yeah, good man. Very, very good man.
He was a good man. Do you know what? When we get to the end of this, because there's one more slide. Next.
Okay.
All right.
This is 22.
22, yes. And no craftsman of whatever craft he be shall be found any more in thee, and the sound of a millstone shall be heard no more at all in thee.
Next.
And the light of a candle shall shine no more at all in thee.
Next.
And the voice of the bridegroom and of the bride shall be heard no more at all in thee.
So she's divorced. I divorce her.
Right.
Next.
For thy merchants were the great men of the earth. Look at the list there on the right.
Yeah.
Recognise them all.
What do you know about Nestles up in...
Oh, Nestle. Oh, for God's sake. Well, I've described it before. Right on the corner of Anglicare property. Huge billboard, sponsored by Nestle. The beauty of AIDS. And then underneath it says 100% avoidable.
Yeah, kick the Yanks out. Kick the Yanks and the Australians out is 100% avoidable.
Yeah, totally. Not the, well, you know the history of it. Everybody, if you've watched our videos and mine on Road, you know the history of AIDS. It was given to them. And before that, before AIDS on the scene, they're mad cow disease. Oh, it's
endless.
Just...
Right, next slide.
Next slide. Okay. Oh, here we go. The puppet master. All of these things caused by the whore through the USA.
For the merchants were the great men of the earth. Then we go to Hollywood. We've got Harry Potter, we've got The Simpsons, we've got Friends.
Sorceries.
We've got the sheep watching the TV.
Yeah.
It's endless. CNN.
The news channels, NBC, all sponsored, once again, by the same dudes. Coca-Cola, Exxon, all owned by same dudes at the top.
That's right.
It's just a few. They're all, everyone owns everybody else, and at the very top it's just owned by them. So few.
Next one.
Were all nations deceived? Hollywood values studios. So what about the moral environmentalists? So what about the moral environmentalists? They created everything. The same dudes. This is it. The same dudes that are set themselves up as the moral policemen, being the evangelicals and the preachers of the USA.
Yeah.
Are sponsored by these dudes out of Hollywood because they're Jews. They have sponsored every single one of them, and that was that fellow John Todd when he came forward in the late 70s. He sat on the board of the Illuminati handing out the money to the TV evangelists, all the preachers, the churches, the police. He named everybody. He came out as a whistleblower against the Illuminati, and of course he disappeared, as he knew that he would.
I'm up to the soldiers in the street.
Which one?
The soldiers in the street.
Welcome to America, the land of liberty.
It's got, remember, Waco and all these other abominations, and down to the right it's got the FEMA camp by the looks of it.
Yes. Oh yeah.
Then I go to the next one, it's number 24.
And of all that were slain upon the earth, all the nations.
Then we go to the next one.
This is the earth rid of the whore.
Yeah.
The peoples left on the earth. The earth has been rid of the whore. Hun, what are they seeing? Describe what they're seeing.
Well, from my perspective, they're seeing the future. They're seeing what the vision is of the future that I and you will bring to the earth.
Yes. Do you think they're seeing that face of God that Pauline saw when she was taken up through the pyramid?
Well, that's a good point. Yes, I think so. What the story there is, my second Lucifer encounter was Pauline, my second wife, and she finally annoyed me to the point where I told the angels to take her away, and she 3 months later told me what she saw when the angels took her away, and that was she went through down the descending passage of the pyramid, up through the grand gallery, and into the king's chamber, where the top of the pyramid opened and she saw the face of God entirely across the sky that she was being shown, and then she said very sheepishly, "It was your face."
So the deception being that the coming in the clouds and meeting you in the clouds, and the deception that's being played out amongst the church is that people will leave the earth to meet you in the clouds, when in reality, because we are travelling 69,000 kilometres per hour, and we will be crossing over the centre line and into the side of the north, which is biblically, of course, where God is, and into the heavenly realm. That's why the kingdom of heaven comes to the earth, because we actually go crashing through, and we gate crash heaven.
Yeah, it's clouds of asteroids.
Pardon?
Clouds of asteroids.
Yes.
And that's the bombarding of small asteroids into the Atlantic, which would cause a vibration to tip that huge volcano into the sea, and that's the millstone.
Yes. But as we travel further, and as the dust settles after that time of absolute tribulation,
then you'll see.
As the dust settles, then everybody will know, because the witness of God is in the stars, it's in the heavenlies.
That's right.
They'll see your face, the one that has been looking at them now for years by the YouTube, and seeing the truth to all. And that's those that remain on the earth after the judgment. We all remain on the earth, the righteous and the meek.
I went to the next slide. I went to the next slide and saying God is not an American.
Totally. As a matter of fact, on this website where I picked up this, and there was room for comments, so I began to type comments. You're absolutely right, God is not American, and began to launch and all the rest of it. And when I thought, okay, let's just cut to the chase, so I cut and pasted everything and sent it to you. And God is not American. That's for sure. He's a feet of clay after him, not going anywhere, remaining here. How to describe you? No bullshit. You speak plainly. You speak plainly. Somebody asks you a question, you speak plainly. There's no confusion. Whereas everything that's out there is total confusion. That's what people are finding themselves in the mire of, this absolute confusion. What should I believe? What's this? This one's saying this, that, and the other. Whereas you speak very plainly. No aliens. Nothing else out there. This is it. It's like a you and me kid. And by the way, you are God too.
There was a slide that appeared on Michelle's computer, which I'll email to you. It is a pair of lips on a chain